joined with Gman187 in Singapore.
What's happening? What's going on?
Good, man. It's Brothers Geek Out podcast number 93. We're getting close to that 100. Guys, click on that notification bell if you're new to the channel, or even if you're older on the channel, so that you get notified every time we do a podcast, trailer reaction, art videos. So you get a notification. If you're on Instagram, there's the 3 dots that you can click on notifications, and it will allow you to get an update. Sorry, I'm still a bit rough from this week's cold that struck us down. The flu's been going around, man, in the UK, man. Everybody is shut down, bro. That's what's been happening in the UK. Nobody at work. Everybody's losing.
Sounds basic, man.
It is basic, bro.
Basic. Yeah, everything's been cool out here, though, man. Just get back into routine myself.
Yeah.
First week back of training, like proper martial arts after my injury and stuff. So it's been going alright so far. So good. Yeah, man. Just trying to build that cardio back. Freaking hell, it's the one thing that dies after everything. Just trying to strengthen everything's there. Whatever technique, you just kind of get back into the flow of things. But cardio. Oof, loads.
Yeah.
So just building that back up. And nothing else much going on here, man. Chinese New Year's coming up in 2 weeks. So that's a nice thing I like about being out in Asia. Like, you have the Christmas break and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, Chinese New Year comes and it gets a bit more quiet. Again, it gets quiet out here a bit as well. So it's a nice little break, back to work, and then break again.
Yeah. No, that's actually quite good.
New Year's always nice out here. In Hong Kong, it's amazing. It's got its nice vibes as well. So, yeah, man. Other than that, nothing else has been going on, man.
No, I mean, because we've been here, I got to miss cinema. I know the boys went to watch The Gentleman the other day, so I need to catch up on that as well. Yesterday...
Is that the Guy Ritchie one?
Yeah, that's the Guy Ritchie one, yeah.
I had to look for that. It's not out in Singapore, actually. It's another one of these, like, rock stock type gangster movies, right?
Yeah. They said it was really good and smart, so...
What's that?
They said that it was really good. It was really smart movie. Yeah.
I really want to watch it. Hey, was that true that when Fink said Ryan's in that movie? Is that true?
Yeah, I think Ryan's in there. Well, until I see it, I won't know. But I'm going to drop him a message and say, we see your face. Black feet.
Shaolin Ryan. Okay, I need to see that. I need to contact him as well, actually.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I need to see. I don't think it'll come out here, so I'm going to have to wait for Plex Games or something.
Yeah, no. Other than that, yesterday was the 30th anniversary of Lionheart AWOL. I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme's post and he was like, this was 30 years ago. But that movie had like 500 names, bro.
500 names? What do you mean? Oh, is it?
Yeah, because, hold up, man. Let me pull it out because...
Lionheart, AWOL, those are the only two I know.
Hold on.
Absent Without Leave.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I follow him on Instagram. I think he's wicked to this day. I love him. I love Van Damme. So basically, the movie was called AWOL, Wrong Bet, Full Contact, Leon, and Lionheart.
That's jokes.
That's
okay.
Their names for the same movie in different worlds.
3 middle ones have no idea.
Yeah, I know. There you go. There's a poster for Full Contact, where he's doing the splits on the railway tracks.
Well, I'm glad that the name. I know it as AWOL, man. Always going to be known as AWOL in that pose. The freaking shredded shoulders. Remember that? Oh man, so epic. I remember the video cover. We got it at home. I remember that clearly.
It's such a good film. To this day, it still stands still. Like, bro, fully. Like, I was watching it on YouTube yesterday, and that scene had me heavy-hearted, man. I was like, oh, you bastards, you take it. But you know that scene when he goes like, 50-50 all the way. You know what I mean? Don't worry, the bet's on the tiller, bro. The emotions, bro, it had me going. I love Van Damme. I love Van Damme movies. That is one of his.
The 80s soundtrack, which is just on point for the movie.
Wicked soundtrack.
So good, man. Yeah, I love those movies, man. It's something about them. Something about those old school movies you just can't beat, basically.
Nah, man, it's a guy, trying to help his family. He's gone through rough times, and to come out of the Legionnaires. Remember the beginning when he breaks out of the. So he went through a tough time, and he got these people chasing him. He got bust up in a few fights. Like, it's Street Fighter in a whole different level. You know what I mean? Like, they've taken that concept of Street Fighter and given him a story. You know what I mean? and it worked. Even though most of his movies were exactly the same, that one was the most touching.
That's what I was just about to say. They all of his movies are formatted that same way.
Yeah.
But this one was definitely so touching, man. Him, his brother, the little girl, the music. Again, this is one of those movies where the music plays a big impact.
Exactly. As soon as I heard that track, I was like, oh man, absolutely got me. So
like, that's what I love about musicians, and they must have like superpowers, like hearing super. I always thought about this, right?
Yeah.
Like musicians must have enhanced hearing, like able to hear sounds and whatnot. Like cooks must have enhanced taste buds, all that sort. Because to think of music that will touch emotions is right?
Yeah, no, of course.
Special power, man. You know what I'm trying to say? That you compose this piece of music and it touches people's emotions in certain ways. Like, you got tunes with lyrics and those are amazing. You write those, they get emotional, you can relate to them. But just music and instruments and that's what I love about Hans Zimmer. Like, touch emotions and you're like, man, you must be some kind of enhanced Daredevil type hearing so you can just know the tones and where it should fit in and, you know, where it should go up, and I don't know the fucking science behind music, but it's fucking emotional.
No, of course, it's definitely not. It is a power in its own, bro. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a talent to, you know, most people probably won't see it, but like, you know, soundtrack to a movie makes a big difference, and that soundtrack to Absent Without Leave is one of my favorites, and it got me excited. I was moist.
Those are type of movies like when Idris hits 18 years old, like, yo, come, it's time to watch a movie that you must know about.
Yeah.
I'll get offended if he said he doesn't like it. I'm like, yo, Ash, I'm gonna have to take your son out right now. You're gonna have to force him to like it.
Well, it'd be different to see what they.
And I know you've been getting Alara to like watch martial arts stuff, like just keep doing like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Donnie, like just get him to watch it, man. It's so
definitely, man. She karate chopped me the other day. Yeah.
It's so important, man. Growing up in Tottenham or growing up anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Just bullying and just knowing, you know what? At least they know something on how to defend themselves if something happens. You know, God forbid, but if something does happen, they just know something. So, you know, just get them influenced into it now, man.
No, of course, it's a major thing. So it's like self-defense, and, you know, only when necessary, walk away. Most of the time, walk away.
Well, that's number one of self-defense, man.
Walk away.
Any martial artist, martial art, do the same thing. First rule: walk away, run away. And if you can't, then this is what you gotta do.
Split a man's jaw open, bro. That's what she's gonna do. But moving on to geeky news is Avengers Endgame is still making box office records, bro.
I saw this. They got China's numbers in.
Yeah. So it's still rolling up.
$1 billion. I still think they messed up a little bit, and I want to talk about Endgame because I watched it again yesterday. First time watching it since the cinema, but I still think they messed up. I reckon they could have easily hit 3 billion if they added those extra scenes. You know, we saw all those extra scenes after the movie got released. You know, like when Iron Man does a snap and everyone kind of takes a knee. You know, shows up. You know, when he does a snap and he sees his door. If you added those into the movie and released it in cinema like they did, I guarantee you, bruv, this film would have made 3 billion. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know why. There's got to be a reason why they didn't do that. But still making records though. I mean, what's his name? Mr. Cameron said that they're going to re-release Avatar, and he believes that when they re-release that just before number 2, it will surpass Avengers Endgame again. There's a good chance that could happen.
Of course, because it's not that far apart, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, it's like the wait, you know what I mean? Even though it got me a little bit excited that they release images and concept artwork for number 2, and that's what we're going to get the next 2 years is promotion, and well, let's see what happens. Let's see what he does now. You know what I mean? The Marvel franchise has taken not just kids' hearts, but adults' hearts as well. You know what I mean? You got the kids that were 10 years old 10 years ago that grew up with this franchise. That's going to mean much more to them. You know what I mean? We got these characters when we were in our, for me, in my late 20s. So we still have that connection to it. You know what I mean? So... excuse me, guys. Oh my god. I feel
Yeah,
worse.
no, I feel you, man. I
Yeah.
feel you. And but let's see. I mean, you know what? I was thinking about something the other day,
Go
right?
on.
About this Scorsese thing. He should have directed a Marvel movie, like a fucking Kingpin movie or something. You know what I mean? Because he's awesome at them gangster movies. So why not give him the most gangster characters like Kingpin and Daredevil? Say, listen, allow the beef, allow all this story making. Here's some characters that you can relate to because based on your past history of making classic, amazing movies. Why don't you take these characters and see what you could do with them? Could you imagine a Scorsese Kingpin Scorsese movie or something?
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great because he was going to be a producer for the Joker. Yeah, he came out of it due to personal reasons, and he doesn't want to back up on his word of making a comic like dissing. Not dissing. He didn't diss it though, bro. It's like I feel like I saw a documentary on it. Yeah, it was called Directors on the Round Table, and I wanted to hear his. You know, you had different directors on there, and he was talking about his point of views, and he was like, you know, they're theme park movies. You know, like I don't make theme park movies. Yeah, and I know that they're gonna dominate the box office. Like, they're just not cinematic like what he's into. Basically, the reason why he fell out of he didn't do the Joker was just personal timing and reasons, and him working on the Irishman, and you know, it's not his cup of tea. You can't blame him for that. Everybody has their own opinions and decisions on what they think is cinema or whatever. He just didn't want to. He don't want to be part of that. He's gonna be always known for the movies that he's made for the past 40 years. You know what I mean?
And they're classic movies. They're amazing movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the things he touches are
exactly. So
you know what I mean? So, but I just do think that there are potential characters that he could make an awesome movie within Marvel or DC.
And he said that. He said that in the interview where if he had the right characters, he could do something like that. You know what I mean? But it's not in his genre. It's not in his He didn't mean no offense by it. It's just a director giving his own cinematic experience. You know what I mean? The guy's a legend in so many ways. That's why nobody's reacted to it so well. It was something that Anthony Mackie said. You know, we're in an era now where it's not about famous actors. We're not movie stars no more. It's that the Falcon or the characters that we play are the stars. The franchise are the stars. It's not Anthony Mackie.
So true.
It's not Sebastian Stan who plays Winter Soldier. It's the character that they're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that's a good point. That is a good
because you
point.
can watch him in other movies. I think he's a great actor. You know what I mean? But he'll always be resonated with the Falcon or, all them guys. If they're not in a proper movie role, it's a whole different game, bro, man. Whole different game. So give us your thoughts on Infinity War and Endgames, bro. What was going through your head?
God. So finally, since Endgames came out in May, and I watched it 7 times cinema, I ended up watching it again yesterday.
Yeah.
I watched Infinity War and Endgames. I've done a whole 5-hour marathon. Not all at once, but
yeah.
Man, listen, man. This film still moist, emotional. It still gets me goosebumps and all that sort of stuff. I won't go through all my favorite scenes again because I've gone through that so many times. But some things that I was talking about to you briefly yesterday was like that was making me think was when Thanos snapped away 50% of all living things. I don't think he got rid of all the trees and plants. I didn't see no trees and plants disappearing. So that's one thing. I was like, what about those things? Okay. And two, I was just thinking about Doctor Strange, and when he was like, he saw over 14 million views. Now, when I first watched it in Infinity War, you're just like, 14 million, okay, that's a lot, right? But when you think about that number, 14 million ways, that's a big fucking number, right? And I think that maybe just brushed over people's heads on, 14 million views, ways or whatever thing. But man, when watching Endgame, that made me realize, actually, this motherfucker saw every single point that had to make it 100% right, which was that one way. Now, like I was saying to you yesterday, like, all those timelines they went into, he had to go into those ones as well and see, if this happened here, then I would have fucked up that timeline. Reset. Then they go for, in 2014, if something went wrong there, oh shit, you gotta reset. Like, even with Ant-Man, I was thinking, like, with the rat that let him free, which was like a dumb thing in the movie, right? Like, the rat. But he must have probably saw ways of, like, a human bringing Ant-Man back, like fucking around with a computer. But that didn't work. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And the way it worked was the rat putting Ant-Man out. So there were so many things, and I was just like, wow, that scene now, when I see it when Strange says 14 million, it means so much.
Yeah, no, of course.
Like, for him to see that in every timeline, whatever they went back in future, even after Thanos was dead, with Cap going back as well and putting the stones back, he has to check all of that too.
Yeah,
Like,
no, of course.
okay, if Cap missed that stone by 1 second, that reality got fucked up. You know what I'm trying to say? Even
Yeah.
he had to go back to that and made sure that was all set up correctly. I was like, holy shit, that 14 million ways makes so much more sense now rather than just a big number and there's only one way to win. It's not that. It's so much more to it. And I was like, that's fucking deep. I was in another zone yesterday. I was like, that is so awesome. So yeah, that's the one thing I came out with that movie, just thinking about the different 14 million ways. And you know, what's her name? When Hulk was talking to the Sorcerer Supreme, she was talking about it. You're gonna fuck up my reality, right? And then he goes, why did Strange give you the stone? Why did Strange give it up then? And that's when it clicked to me. I'm like, holy shit, like, he saw everything in that moment when he was speaking out.
Yeah.
The 14 million ways. It's moist, man. It's amazing. I wish Marvel would do a what if series or some of the ways that almost worked. You know what I mean? But
That'd be
failed.
interesting.
You know what I mean? That would be an awesome what if, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's gonna. It will show us more, and it's stuff that we want to see as well. I'd love to see what would happen in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Can you move your head a little bit to
there we
your
go.
left? Yeah. That light is very bright, man. Try and stay in front of that.
Cool.
Through the curtain. But yeah, listen, man. Big film. I love it. I don't care. Favorite movie. Even Thanos. Sorry, I was thinking about something as well. But Thanos in Infinity War is such a relatable. He seems so like a wise Thanos, like very like philosophical. He's really thought it through. He's very calm. He's very formulated with everything that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not this evil guy. He's kind of relatable. A lot of people came out of Infinity War saying, actually, he's got a fucking point. But he put his vision across so, like, almost, it's relatable. He's such a nice. You don't want to see him die. He's fucked up, but you don't want to see him die because he wasn't a ruthless bastard in that movie. He cried for Gamora, all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then even at the start of Endgames, he was so vulnerable, right? After the stones, he'd done his job, he was in paradise, he was vulnerable, boom, chop off his head. You're still kind of like, man, that Thanos, I didn't want him to die. But then the Thanos in 2014, this is why I think it's so fucking smart. The one that they fought and everyone wanted the Avengers to win more than anything. He was a fucking ruthless Thanos. And he was, you could see him, the way he was treating his daughter, the way he had blood over him when he was coming back from certain places. Talking about killing everyone, you know what I mean? Now he's talking about, I want this destruction. You know, I'm trying to say.
Yeah, of course, it wasn't civil.
And it's so amazing how they got one bad guy, and for me, it's like, I don't want him to die. He's got a point, but he's a bad guy to a point where it's like, Avengers, you have to kill him. Not just because you're the good guys now. He's one evil bastard now. Now you've made him an evil bastard.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking awesome. That was another thing that came to me. I was like, man, the Russo brothers done a great job in that character, Thanos, man.
Yeah, no, of course.
I know Joker's taken up all the limelight, and yes, he's the best villain and whatnot. Can't forget Thanos. He's there, man. He's there as one of the best villains of all time, comic book movie wise.
No, definitely is, man. Without a doubt, man. He's played a big character in that. Moving on. Did you see the trailer for New Mutants?
I did, yeah. Seems freaking scary, but I'm not too familiar with those characters, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go watch it.
No, of course, same here. I'm gonna go watch it. It's like 20th Century's Lost. Well, now I've heard rumors that this is connected to the MCU, bro.
Yes, I saw one of the posts that you things put up. So,
I don't know if that's confirmed.
That's
but that's one of the posts that I shared that it could be. But if not, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It was a different concept. I liked it. I liked the idea. I liked what I saw. It looked good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. They've held it back for a reason.
That's what I was about to say. I reckon if that is the case and it's a part of the MCU, Feige watched it 50 times and thought, all right, like, this is a good enough movie to be a part of MCU, and they probably sat down and figured out how we can connect it, who these all you know what I mean? I reckon Disney didn't just think, oh, just keep it a part of MCU. They really analyzed this movie.
Yeah.
And I reckon if it was shit, they would have just been like, nah, scrap it. But because it's, they probably think it's good enough to be a part of MCU, they probably, that's probably why they held it back. That's probably why, like, Gambit and all those other projects, they were like, nah, that's not happening. We're going to do that
Kind
shit
of glad.
properly.
Kind of glad, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know about Channing Tatum, man. He's funny. My name is Jeff, but that's it.
Yeah, nah. Marvel will do it right. They'll get a proper French dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is he French Canadian or just?
Yeah, kind of Cajun, isn't it? Yeah,
French.
French Canadian, yeah.
Okay, well, whatever, man. Like, Marvel would do it right and just get the right actor.
Yeah.
Be a French person, French descent, or someone that will,
Somebody that will play it well, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody who's going to play it well, definitely. So I'm looking forward to that. Moving. What else they've got? They've got so Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if he teased this, saying that he could return back to the MCU. Now,
I know.
Yes, one part gets me moist, but there's one part that'd be like, he had such an epic death. Don't bring him back, man. Leave him.
I reckon he's talking about prequels and shit like that, like holograms and stuff like that. He could be the voice of the new Iron Man we get, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Right? Be it Lionheart. Is it called Lionheart? Is that the female one? I forgot her name.
Ironheart. Yeah.
Whoever it is, he could be the new Jarvis, the new Friday. He could be that new voice. You never know. Like, so there's many ways you can get him back in without bringing him back.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I can see that happening, but I can't see him on the screen again, man. So.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want listen, man. You don't want the MCU movies to not mention Tony Stark.
No, of course we do want to. Yeah.
And Scarlet and not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. You don't want them to not mention them or have a little flashback about them because they were epic. They were epic characters. You know what I mean? I'd be interested to hear because he just done a podcast on the Joe Rogan podcast, which I'm super moist about. I can't wait till that it comes out this week. I think they recorded it last week, but I think they're bringing it out this week to kind of promote Dr. Dolittle. But just to have a long form, because Rogan, man, he has his long form conversations. It's probably going to be, normally with these actors and whatnot, he normally does it for like an hour and a half. And Rogan's such a good guy in regards to holding conversations. So I'm so looking forward to that podcast. I wonder if he mentions anything about him playing Iron Man, coming back, or any of that sort of stuff. But
yeah, it'd be interesting.
To just listen to Rogan talk to RDJ and just hear, just have that long form conversation. That's gonna be awesome. So watch out for that, man. This week coming out, Rogan podcast, Robert Downey Jr. It's gonna be an epic.
No, I'm looking forward to that. So they Sony have released. Well, I don't know if they released. It leaked online. Terrifying first look of Gerard Leto as Morbius. What did you think, bro? It looks good, man.
It looks good, yeah. It looks good. I saw that picture. I mean, at least it looks good, man.
Yeah.
Where they go with it, because Venom wasn't that great, to be honest. And at first, you kind of thought, oh, that looks good. And then when I remember watching the last trailer, and I was like, hold on, like the CGI looks shit. Hopefully they'll fix it for the movie. And then even in the movie, the CGI was basic. And then the movie itself wasn't that great. So let's hope that they make it good, because the thing about Morbius as well, like, you got no Spidey in it, you can't link Blade to it yet, like all these fractions and whatnot, like issues with Sony just not wanting to give up the characters.
They got to, man. They're missing out. They're missing out on the pot, man. They're missing out on the pot. He plays a big part in the Spider-Man universe as well. So, I don't know how they did it, because like with Venom as well, it's like, sorry, bro, I need to get out my back hurting. Let me take some pills, man. I feel like old dude now. Yeah, it's like what they did with Venom. It's just, how could you ever link that back to Spidey? You know what I mean? The way they've done it now.
And they're planning to, right? So it's like, oh man, you're gonna ruin it. I think you should just take it back, because
No, of course.
He doesn't have any of the Spidey traits. He doesn't have any of the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, of course. And it takes it away from you, because you're like, all right, so they got him right. He's big and broody, but I don't know, man. Still gets me that it doesn't have the Spider-Man symbol, and I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what's happening with that. moving
for
forward.
sure.
Bro, can you believe
What
they're
about
gonna go on?
no, go on. Say what you're saying.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, what about the rumors? I hope it's real news about Hulk and Namor being back into the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Apparently, Disney's made a deal with Universal and brought them guys back, and now they can make an official Hulk standalone movie. And I almost feel like because of all the rumors about Black Panther 2 with Namor, that's why Marvel did it more than anything, to get the rights back for Namor and put him into Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it's for that, if that is the story they're going with. But man, like, if that's the case, man, we got Hulk back. I want Angry Hulk. I want him back.
Yeah.
A standalone movie. Take it somewhere, man. Give us World War Hulk. I don't know, whatever you want to do, man. Give us something with the Hulk, man.
No,
we
of
need
course.
Angry Hulk.
We need Angry Hulk back, definitely. We need we need Banner like in a destructive state. I want to see him angry, man. I don't want to see the smart Hulk. It's nice that they got to that point, but it's time to let that rage out, man. Let that rage out.
Yeah, 100%, man. We need that.
Shit, man. The Joker movie won all sorts of awards. So shout out to the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, the director. You know, a lot of love has been shown for that film. What else happened in there?
Give him all the words. What about Doctor Strange? You heard about that? The director is not going to be on it no more, and they're going to get a new director.
Yeah, I heard it. He left. So
apparently, I read something briefly that he had some sort of dispute about some of the visuals and the way the movie was going, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm not on it." He didn't have his way, basically.
Yeah, and this is the problem with studios, isn't it? Like, because now they're looking at it as, we need to sell comics, we need to sell toys, we need to sell cartoons, we need to, it's a big franchise you're working with now, so you're not going to have creative output on it. You know what I mean?
But I thought, considering where the Marvel universe is now, you would know that, and also you would trust the judgment of the studios because of where they would take it, and the studios will also trust the judgment of the directors. You know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like, you gotta follow the studios. You have to, right? Because especially with the Marvel universe now, because of how it's set. So I thought there would have been like, a bit more, communication, and be like, cool, we'll figure it out together. You know what I mean? Rather than just like, we're completely not figuring it out. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, you should know that as a director as well. Like when you're directing a Marvel movie, knowing that, all right, I'm gonna have control up to a point. I mean, I'm surprised, actually, to be honest. Waititi, sorry, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok. Like, he got his way, right? I'm sure he might have put that forward and say, listen, we need to change Thor. And it was 180 degrees flip with Thor, man, because he's one of the most loved characters now. And for him to kind of convince the studios to be like, all right, this god that we got here, he needs to change and be this comedic dude now. Because it's almost it's so funny, right?
Yeah.
How hard was that for him to convince the studios? And
Chris Hemsworth played a big part of that as well, because he probably knows that the other two movies were basic, and he was like, I'm going to leave, man, if you guys ain't going to do something to this character. And they probably, yes, they had to all work together to get something, and I think you're right, they need to work together, but I think some directors have come to a point now where they're like, you know what, I'm not getting no creative freedom work. I want to be able to express my visuals. I can totally understand a director's point when they want to see a certain thing in a certain way. But when you're working with these big corporate companies, you're going to have to be a bit lenient, that you're not going to have your full vision in that story. Because if you look at the Marvel movies, except Thor Ragnarok, you notice the color tones are the same. Things are almost exactly identical because they look like, each movie. But the movies that took it out of context was Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Black Panther.
Oh yes, Black Panther as well, yeah.
I think it's smart with certain things as well. I think Black Panther, obviously they've done it amazing. But also I think the studios were being smart with that as well. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, diversity and inclusion and all that. So they took it very seriously, and they wanted to make the first proper, amazing black superhero movie, right? Same thing I think they're going to do with Shang-Chi. But I think, like, you know, yeah, no, I get you. Most of them are the same, and everyone loves Marvel movies because they always say it's, like, way more happier and it's funner and it's more colourful. You know, people keep telling me that the DC movies are too dark and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that has a big impact to it. But with Strange, you know, like, I heard that it's going to be Marvel's first horror movie. They're going to get the multiverse involved and whatnot. So, you know, I really thought, you know, they would have just worked things out. He was the same director as the first one, right?
Yeah, that's right. He was the same one.
Yeah, so, I mean, and that one was good, you know. I mean, the only thing I didn't really didn't like of that was Dormammu, right? I didn't really like, you know, when you really see him, you're like, oh, why didn't you just put that firehead dude in there? Why did you have to make a big head? Like Fox did with Galactus and shit. So, that was a mistake. But, I mean, other than that, that movie was cool. I enjoyed that, man.
No, same here, bro. Same here.
Anyway, I'm sure we'll get a good Doctor Strange
of
2
course,
anyway,
of course
because I think that film's going to be a big part of what happens next. I almost think that film is going to introduce something big to us, be it the next big villain, be it mutants, be it Inhuman. I don't know. I think Doctor Strange 2, because it's exploring the multiverse, something's coming.
Yeah.
Like something big, and it could be mutant. It could be like mutants have always existed somewhere, and they open up the multiverse and something. It could be Galactus, who's been fucking up shit in the multiverse, and they need to get together with heroes from, you know, another universe, which happen to be the X-Men or some shit like that. I reckon Doctor Strange 2 will be the fucking film that will just take us to that next.
Yeah, of course.
Direction.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, let's see where they take it, man. That's the main thing. Did you see the trailer for Birds of Prey?
I did, yeah.
Looks fun.
I mean, again, I'm not too psyched about it, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. We'll see how it goes.
No, definitely. Bad Boys.
I don't see her.
What?
I don't see that Harlequin with Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. I'm not saying that they should connect it. I know it could be a complete separate thing. Saying. I'm just saying. I can't see those two together.
No. It wouldn't be, and it would be a different type of Harlequin for like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker anyway. I just really hope they don't make a number 2. They don't need to make a number 2.
Unless they develop his character more, because at the end of a lot of the criticisms I got was people wanted to see that psycho right at the end. You know, the one we got right at the end when he shoots De Niro, and people wanted to see more of that. Maybe they might, if they make a number 2, just elaborate on that character.
Yeah.
On how, you know, let's give us a fun movie based on that psycho. But it's just where you take it, because you can't just have him being a psycho. You need a good story.
No, of course. Of course, definitely, you need that. Oh man, I think my laptop's gonna lose. Let me just put it on charge. Dude, give me a second. Let us know if there's any other news. I'll be right back. Old dude now, man.
Just building up on Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, and speaking to my coach about possibly competing. And one thing I need most, man, I haven't got the mentality to be a professional fighter, but it's about overcoming fear. And then my coach was just saying, you got to accept that fear, accept the loss, and that in MMA, and see how it goes. I was just talking about competing and training and shit.
Yeah.
What else has been going on? Any other geeky news? I'm trying to think. Was there anything else?
So I just see a post from Marvel Universe Rocks My World. It says that The Punisher might be returning for season 3 on Hulu.
Yes. I've been hearing all these rumors about the Defenders, and they're bringing them back, and they're gonna Kevin Feige said he's got plans for them.
Yeah.
And whatnot, man. I mean, listen. I personally think just the only one they need to change. I'm so sorry, but is Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, keep them, man. Like, and do whatever you're doing. If they make a Punisher season 3, do it, man. I don't see no reason why they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
no, of course.
Especially with Punisher and Daredevil. I think those two got the most demands in coming back. So why change those? Don't start those two again, man. Get those same characters back, and do it, and do it again, man. Because come on, man. We need him. We need Frank Castle. He's one of the most popular Punisher characters out there.
No, he is.
One of the most popular characters out there in the Marvel Universe. People love the Punisher. Maybe I'm biased because he's my favorite character, and in Daredevil, you know what I mean? Like, we need to see him with Spidey and stuff like that, man. So they need to make it happen. They need to keep those guys.
No, of course. Let's see how it goes, man. I'm hoping that they do bring it out. That'd be nice to see. Definitely nice to see. But yeah, let's see, man. We've got 2020 to look forward to. There's so much happening.
I reckon this is what I was thinking the other day with Marvel, and they're so smart, and Disney, they're so smart. They are literally, and especially with this new thing that they got with the TV shows, the Disney Plus, and it's not like all episodes, like every week you have an episode. Bro, shit, man, they're gonna have something for you every week to watch, which means that you're gonna be thinking about Disney Plus and Marvel and Star Wars every week. Possibly multiple times in the week.
Yeah.
Oh, Monday, bro, Mandalorian's back on. Oh, Tuesday, Scarlet Witch. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and they got so much shit to give us. It's like, throughout the whole freaking year, man, you're just going to be talking Disney, Marvel Plus, Star Wars, every one of their products. You could be literally talking about it throughout the whole year, every day. We're going to be so occupied with content. I feel like we're so occupied with content to the next big. And content. You know what I'm trying to say? Throughout the whole year. And one, I think they're super smart, right? For them. Two, hopefully the content is amazing, right? Because the moment it just goes shit, then we lose. Because, you know, like, you might be like, oh, I'm all gassed out about the Marvel movies, I've had enough, or the Disney stuff, or whatever. You know what? I personally will not be. Like, I personally want as much content as possible.
Yeah.
And especially with this TV world now, because you can pay actors, man, like you know, big boy production. It's not no little shitty TV programs. You're gonna get good quality. You know, when you get your Wolverine, for example, on the TV, he's gonna be in the movie. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not gonna be, oh, that's a TV X-Men show. No, that's the fucking X-Men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, on your TV, on your cinema screen, that's what they're gonna go for. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why they're so. That's why I just feel like, man, shit, man. In the next couple of years, man, we might just be every day, you know, family day, family, like, guys, like, family TV spot, 8 o'clock, man, we gotta watch this shit together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day there's gonna be something.
No, of course, man. It's just gonna pile on it. Loads is gonna come on, and as you said, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be rubbish content. It has to be good content. You know what I mean? It's something that everybody's gonna watch, and you know, everybody's gonna be biased. There's gonna be some things that may not work out, but you know, getting it to a point where you're like, okay, you know what, this is missed. All right, bro.
They could do.
Say?
They could do like a Wolverine TV program, and it will never devalue the character because he's not on the big screen. Because you could just use that guy and put him on the big screen. But could you imagine just say, I'm using Wolverine as an example because I've got this T-shirt that I'm on. But he's such a deep character, right? And there's so much behind him, right? Obviously, he's one of the most popular characters in the comic book world. Imagine having a 10-episode, 1-hour show on just developing this character. And then you just pop him in one of the new Avengers movies. You're like, holy shit! Like, oh man, there's so much you can do now. Because before, when you used to see something on TV back in the days, you'd be like, well, he'll never be on the cinema. Like, you devalue the character a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's not cinema worthy. Now there is no such thing as cinema and TV. It's
the same.
You know,
it's on the same level.
There's no devalue. It's all the same. Yeah. So, oh man, some good shit to come out, man.
No, definitely. I mean, I'm excited to see it. It's like what The Mandalorian did. Like, the quality of the show, you can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And same with, like, again, just going back to Scorsese and Irishman. They came out on Netflix, bro. They came out on Netflix, and that's a fucking classic movie. That's going to go down as one of those classic gangster movies. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, there's nothing. And just because it came out on TV and not cinema, to me, didn't devalue the movie at all. I mean, this is a fucking classic. So I think that's just a pure example of you don't need it to be on cinema no more
Yeah,
to make it a
of course.
classic movie. You know what I'm
That's
trying to say? So, yeah, no, interesting times coming up, man, in the future.
No, definitely. I still need to catch up with. I've only seen an hour and a half so far. I need to finish it off.
I need to fucking watch it, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. It's just timing, man. Plus, I think with everybody shut down at the moment now, it's a bit much. But yeah, we'll get by. It'll be back. I'll be back to normal next week, and guys, I'll be back on social media feeds as well. So it's only because you get a bit. I don't know. It's just this rundown feeling at the moment. No matter what you do, what meds you take, what food you eat, this flu that's come out in England at the moment now is a shutdown. It's a shutdown flu. But yeah, that's it, man. Just breezing through, man. We got the Morbius trailer looking to come out tomorrow, so keep an eye on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh, nice. So, okay, we're getting the trailer. Figured out. Wicked. All right.
We got invited to go to see the Bad Boys screener, but we can't go.
What? What do you mean
I
you can't go?
Sacrifice. It's Alara's birthday, first birthday. I can't go.
I don't understand. Not joking. Well, I bet you any money if Will Smith and my notes are there, you'd be like, Alara, she'll understand when she's older. I bet you would have been like, yo, to meet Will Smith, she'll understand.
trying to make bare excuses. I was like, she was holding Alara and saying, "Oh, Daddy loves movies more than you," and she's smiling. I was like, "No, man, please don't say that to her." But yeah,
who was saying that?
Wifey was saying that.
Yeah. That's just, well, you know, maybe it's a child-friendly movie. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no.
She can't bring him into the cinema. It's a shame, though. I mean, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I've been looking at the cinema schedule in Singapore, just thinking, what can I watch in the next couple of weeks? I want to watch Dr. Dolittle, Dr. Dolittle, Bad Boys 3.
Yeah.
I've been actually asking friends here, like, hey, you guys, anyone looking to watch Bad Boys? And they're like, what's that? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man, where the fuck am I, man? But you know, those kind of movies, and also like, how do I pull it, man? I'm on my own with them type of movies.
Yeah.
Pull it out here in this region. You know, I'll just be blunt about it, man. Like black comedy, like I'm on my own out here because they don't know here.
Yeah.
They know obviously Asian movies, big Hollywood movies, and anything white.
Yeah.
Basically, they know, right? And that's all they relate to. But they can't relate to anything like black comedies or black dramas. And this is the amazing thing about us living in Tottenham and where we grew up, because we grew up with all of that stuff. So I can watch, just use stand up for example, I can watch like a Ricky Gervais, crack up laughing, and then I can watch like a Dave Chappelle and die as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I can adapt to different. I use comedians because they're such realistic people and they express their own culture throughout their jokes and all that sort of stuff.
That's right.
I'm just like, we're so adaptable because I honestly believe it's because who we grew up with and the area we grew up with.
That's
it's
right.
just kind of like, you know, we can, you know. So when it came to Bad Boys and everyone here like they've never seen it, and I'm like, oh shit, basically, I'll go watch that movie by myself. But it just made me think, I was like, I don't blame you, look, because there's two black guys and, you know, same like with NWA. That shit, I don't think that film even came out in Asia or in Singapore. Oh no, I was in Hong Kong at the time. I remember so badly I wanted to watch that movie, and it wasn't even out. They didn't even bring it out because, you know, it's about, you know, NWA, for black dudes and whatnot. So anyway, I was just kind of like, you know, it's interesting. You live in different parts of the world and you expect everyone to know what you know, but you know what? They don't, because of their influences and because of their mind frames and whatnot. So, because I remember speaking to a friend about stand-up comedy here, and he was like, "Oh, you know, I can never watch the black comedians. I don't get it." But they can get the English comedians, like the white comedians.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, this was a British colony, and you know, that's all you know, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to and what you know that, but you haven't opened your mind, or the culture doesn't bring in that. Whereas when we grew up in Tottenham, man, we knew everything. We saw everything. We're easy to adapt to black comedies as well as white English comedies and everything in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, so, exactly. It's the way of the world, bro. Way of the world. Some people are just naive to it, isn't it? That's the main thing.
I guess so. And I guess it's just their life. It's just the environment. We're lucky. I honestly believe we're lucky, man.
Yeah, of course.
I love having the mind frame that we have. and the area that we brought up in, and just moving, just being able to kind of adapt to different cultures and whatnot. Watching fucking Chinese movies and Hong Kong movies. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we watch all of them. We love them all. Like, watch. You know what I'm trying to say? It's good. It's good that we have that mentality. I'm grateful for that.
No, same here, bro. Same here, man. It makes it. I don't know. It just makes us more open-minded, as you said, doesn't it? It's all about us. Because we enjoy everything in each culture, you know what I mean? But some people just probably was restricted from it, never got it. You know, I used to go HMV to go find different martial art movies and different world movies. You know, half my collection would be full of, world cinema because, there's so many great different cultures and movies, even coming like blatantly up to like Bollywood and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't bother me. We saw everything. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bad Boys 3. I'm gonna go end up watching that by myself. But Bad Boys for life. I can't wait. I had to watch the last two. I love their humor, man. Martin Lawrence was he's a legend stand-up comedian, right? And just having his humor on the big screen is just awesome. And there's obviously with Will Smith, who's just an amazing actor as well. The dynamics between those two is wicked. So can't wait for the third one, actually.
No, same here, bro, man. Definitely same here. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see where it takes us and where the journey takes us, how they end it. But yeah, that's about it, really, bro. Other than that, back to reality next week. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing much. I'm doing some sketches at the moment. I'll have some stuff uploaded soon. At the moment now, it's just trying to work on rebranding and trying to push this. Let's try and get more people to zone in and hear us out. I think it's time to get back the views up. We're slowly climbing, slowly growing. Let's check other platforms, man. Let's get people to hear us.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Definitely. All right, then, bro. I'm gonna knock out for a bit. I'm starting to feel basic again. But have a good week, bro, man. It's always good to catch up with you, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. Get better soon, man. Rest up.
Yeah.
And thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Appreciate it,
love, guys.
always.
Peace.
Peace.